Mojang is focusing big on parity right now. Just in today's beta, we have even more massive parity features coming to Minecraft Bedrock Edition, some big news regarding the recipe unlocking features, and so many more bug fixes. The biggest news today has to do with the recipe unlocking. We've gotten a lot more features from it, and it's actually been taken out of experimental mode. So it's going to be officially releasing in 1.20.20, which is probably going to be coming out in about a month. Now, of course, recipe unlocking is whenever you pick up a new block, for example, you're going to get that little pop-up in the upper right, and that'll show you a bunch of new recipes, and basically tell you how to use that block. One of the biggest criticisms with this system is that it's annoying, but now you can actually turn it off per world. As you can see, there is a new toggle in the world options to turn recipes on or off. It is not a cheat, so you can do whatever you want with this in your vanilla survival worlds. The other big criticism of this feature is that it hides recipes, so you would have to actually go gather the resources to know how to craft it, but if you use the search bar, as you can see, you can find out how to craft things even if you've never picked up these resources before. There has been an awkward change to the search bar, so when you are in creative mode, if you search for Tor, for example, that's going to show you torches, but it's also going to show you redstone comparator. The recipe book in survival has been changed, however, so if you search for Tor, for example, you're only going to see torches. You're not going to see comparator or daylight detector or anything like that, which makes it kind of awkward, and it makes it so that you need to know the exact names for things, and you can't do quick searches. Hopefully they revert this change, because it's a bit awkward. I'm really used to just typing red, and then that shows up all your redstone components and repeaters and comparators and all that stuff. It's a bit confusing to explain, so here's a little snippet from the change logs, just for clarity's sake. We've had another massive parity change in this update, and that is a new game rule being added called player sleeping percentage. This is one player sleep in vanilla Minecraft. No add-ons or data packs or anything needed. Java Edition had this added a few updates ago, and it has arrived on Bedrock Edition, which is fantastic. So if you're not aware of how one player sleep works, it's really basic. If you're on a multiplayer server, only one person needs to sleep instead of everybody needing to sleep. So this game rule allows you to set any percentage. You could set it to 100, that way every player needs to sleep, or you could set it to 50, that way only half of the players need to sleep. So now you no longer need to yell at your friends to get into a bed. A really interesting effect of this is if you have it set at 1% or above, then you'll actually sleep in the bed because you might have to wait for other players to join you. But if you have it set at 0%, then you literally just click on the bed and it instantly skips the night because you do not need to wait for other players. That is really interesting. I actually really like that. And of course, that also works in survival mode as well. So now you can skip the night without even sleeping. You just click on the bed. And everybody can rejoice because this is a vanilla survival feature. This is a survival world. No commands, no cheats, anything like that. It's literally brand new, and you can run this command and set it to anything that you want, which is amazing. Just like coordinates, you can actually turn this on and off whenever you want without affecting your achievements or your cheats. Amazing. Everybody rejoice. This is the best news in the world. This is just one piece of the massive amount of parity that Mojang has added to Bedrock Edition recently. I mean, we got banners on shield, we got the short sneaking, we got crawling, we got the new one player sleep game rule, and the recipe unlocking, and now block changes in parity as well. If I had to guess, I would say there is a lot more parity on the way, because that's just the way that Mojang is going right now. So leave your best guess for what the next big parity feature is going to be down in the comment section. There's been a huge amount of changes to the block breaking speeds and also the blast resistances of basically every block in Minecraft. Literally 188 blocks have been updated, but basically the main takeaway from this is that Deep Slate is going to be a little bit slower to mine. So I have efficiency 5 netherite right now, and luckily if it's still at the edge of your reach, like the furthest away that you can reach, you can still instant mine a row of it at a time. So that's still in the game. That mechanic still works fine. Please don't remove it, Mojang. It's actually really, really nice. Please. Now, it doesn't really seem like there's much difference when you're mining, for example. It's still pretty slow. I don't really notice any difference here, but in theory, it is a little bit slower now. Another interesting change is that ancient debris, respawn anchors, and netherite blocks have had their blast resistance increased from 720 to 1200. Now, these things were already blast resistance and didn't blow up by, you know, end crystals or TNT, but I want to see if withers can blow them up now. So here goes the wither. Can it blow up the netherite? Yeah, it can. And what about our lovely ancient debris? It's still destroyable. And of course, the respawn anchors don't stand a chance. There might be some use for this increased blast resistance, but not for withers. But hey, at least we can still use end gateways. More big parity from these block changes is the fact that you can now instant mine scaffolding using a wooden axe, and it doesn't even use any durability. I'm pulling your leg. You can actually just instant mine bamboo now with your fist. It's fantastic. We've been needing this feature for so long, so you don't even need any form of tool to break this stuff anymore. You can now just punch it by hand. An interesting tidbit about these block changes is that they have not yet touched obsidian. Now, interestingly, obsidian is way faster to mine on Bedrock Edition than it is on Java, and they're still deciding how they want to do things. If I had to guess, I would say that Bedrock Edition is going to get the slower mining, and Java's going to stay the same, because that's generally how these things go. But it would be nice if Java also got speedy obsidian mining. Another neat thing about these block changes is you can now mine shulker boxes significantly faster. It still takes a couple seconds, but previously it felt like, you know, 3-4 eternities. So on to the lovely bug fixes in this beta. They fixed it so that you can now use a bone meal underwater again on sand, gravel, dirt, whatever you want, and you'll properly get the seagrass and the corals again. This was broken in the previous update. It's a little bit late, Mojang. I already placed like 30,000 seaweed by hand, so thanks. There's been a nice bug fix to splash potions. Whenever you're looking straight up, they'll once again be thrown straight up. Previously, they would get thrown behind you and land like over there. This bug has been around for so many updates. The bug fix that we've all been waiting for with Trail Ruins has finally arrived. The campfires that you find in there will no longer be lit. Yep, that's the bug fix with Trail Ruins. What, did you think I was going to say something else? Because yeah, no, the tops are still disconnected from the bottom. They did, however, fix pink petals, so they can now actually be bone mealed by dispensers, so now we have automatic pink petal farms in the game. However, cherry leaves still prevent saplings from being grown underneath them, which is a way bigger issue. And this really needs to be fixed, Mojang. It's really important that this gets fixed. There's also been a bug fix to cocoa beans, and now whenever a gravity block falls on them, it'll actually break off. I bring that up because it seems like they would have also fixed drip leaf, but they did not. This duplication glitch does still work. They did break the boat method, so they did exactly what I predicted. They just made it so that gravity blocks break whenever they fall on a boat, which is exactly what I would do if I was developing the game. It just makes it so that gravity blocks break when they hit a drip leaf. So for now, this bug lives on, but if it's fixed in the next beta, then don't blame me. Nope, not my fault for showing it off. Nope, not at all. And a last minute nugget for you Xbox players, they've addressed the storage issue where it says you're out of storage and you get the texture corruption and all that nonsense on Xbox. So that's very good. I know a lot of you guys have been dealing with this for a long time and it's super frustrating. If you enjoyed today's Bug Rock episode, then drop a like and maybe share it around the video and consider subscribing to help us reach 600,000. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys down in the comments and in the next one.